Okay, this is a very interesting thing that he's bringing up. It's called policing for profit. It's where the police make shit up and they make shit up and then they try to like steal your assets. It's called asset stripping. In this case, he brings up a woman. She's in Florida. I guess it dragged on for 2 years, where the police showed up and they invaded her home, and they said that there was drugs there. Her husband was a drug dealer, but they were divorced. But they found $15,000 in her house, which is okay. But you know what they did? They use interferometry to spy on her house because they know what's inside her house. That's what they did. So what the police are doing is they're using AI to cut through your home and your building, where you live, your privacy, and they're finding out where people are stashing their money, because a lot of people don't trust the banks. Okay? A lot of people are just cashing out on the shit, and they're taking the cash home. So what did the police do? Is they want a part of that profit, so they make shit up and then drag it on in the court. And so I'm going to play this, and he's going to give you the case as to what this woman did. But I honestly believe that NASA is in bed with the police departments across the nation, and they're using interferometry where they can spy on you and look through your house because they're looking for assets that they can steal. Okay? This is what they're doing with AI. This is, I bet you anything, that's what happened to this woman. So here, I'm just going to play the case.
In this particular case that they're trying to get the Supreme Court to take a look at, the Institute of Justice, this was a case out of Florida. Melada Salgado, a Florida woman whose home was searched in 2015 based on a tip that her husband, who was estranged, he didn't even live there anymore, was a drug dealer. The tip was unfounded. They searched her home. They found $15,000 in cash that belonged to her, and they took it. They stole it. Don't call it seizure. It's theft. Seizure is what a lawyer calls it when he steals it from you, what the government calls it. It was stolen. Salgado then hired a lawyer on a contingency fee basis, agreeing to pay him a third of what was recovered. And they drugged this case on for 2 years, and the government dropped it just as a federal judge was about to rule in her favor. They had admitted that they had no evidence that would implicate her in any way whatsoever to any kind of criminal activity. She would have prevailed, so the government just suddenly dropped the case and gave her back her money. But now instead of the $15,000, she only had $10,000 because she had to pay her lawyer a third of what she got back. And it wasn't a good deal for the lawyer either, so he's taking it to the Supreme Court. But folks, this is just an example of the criminal lies that are told to us by our government to do whatever they want. And while we're talking about criminal lies, let's talk about the Democrat debate the other night.
Okay, so again, what they did is the cops, NASA, CIA, are using interferometry to spy on you because they have satellites up in the sky that can cut through your house, and they look for assets. It's asset stripping. And what they do is they make shit up in court, okay, to go after your assets, okay? And this is what the lawyers are in, the prosecution and all of them are in bed with. So now it's making sense. It's called policing for profit, okay? They're abusing AI and making all this horse shit up to get a hold of your assets. This is what this whole spying network is. On top of your DNA, they're taking, like, you know, they're after your fucking car and all this shit. It's all bullshit. It's NASA technology. The sun simulator cuts through to the satellites, to the Gwen towers, to the LED lights, and into your home. It's a spy network. Okay? This is illegal. Okay? So I wanted to bring that up. Interesting case. It's asset stripping. You know, and there's a book out, I think it's called Policing for Profit. I don't know the author, but I believe there's a book entitled that. Fucking Illuminati is doing this. The lizards. Okay? The royals, the Swiss Templars, the 33-degree fucking Masons are doing this shit. They're evil motherfuckers. They're vampires. Nothing but blood-sucking vampires is all they are.